Hey, it's Jaquavius, and I'm just here to talk about what I've seen this weekend from Vitality at Blast Open Rotterdam in Holland. And yeah, I think I've seen some discussion this week about, who's the greatest team of all time, Vitality or Astralis. And I think if we're being honest, the best team in terms of skill is Vitality, and it's clear, And we'll start, for example, Astralis never had anyone play how Flamesy is playing right now. I think his entry is just insane. I think Ropz clears Dupree. I think Mezzi and Magic's, that's probably the closest battle in terms of like anchor, because in Magic's prime, he's one of the greatest anchors of all time. I still think back to him like on Pit and Inferno. I mean, he was incredible. But Device, he isn't messing with Zaiwu in like any way. Zaiwu clears Device. Apex shoots harder than Glaive, so I think when you look at those factors, for me, Vitality in terms of skill, they clear Astralis, but I think Astralis might have a slight edge in terms of like achievements. But I think give it literally just give it the rest of the year. If Vitality win both majors, which I think as of right now, there's a strong chance that they could do that. I think there'll be no more debate in terms of achievements or skill. So yeah, I think just incredible. Ropz wins the MVP, 65 kills over the three maps. Great to see. This team, is just built so well. You have this, everybody. I haven't even mentioned this like bald alopecia goat right here. Extaz. You have a great coach. And I seen somewhere, where I seen it right here on HLTV where Apex was talking about how his transfer was only 200,000, and they got Rops and Flamesy on freeze. So you look at those three players, 200,000. They got Zaiwu for like 100K, and they got Mezzi for like 500K, 600K. So you're talking about $1 million, less than $1 million for this team. The 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 way they built this team, just incredible. And it's you think of back when Apex came, this was like 8 years ago, I think. What, 2018, 2019? It's been a long time he's been in this roster. And I think back to the days with like Alex, and just when he was the IGL, and just then transitioning to Apex. And I remember when they had RPK, NBK, just a totally different time, and Zaiwu was, becoming Zaiwu even then, and just best run organization in Counter Strike. That's the difference, is just the longevity, the fortitude to stay with it, just keep building, and making the right moves, just making the right moves. Every time, it's just always the right move. Navi, yeah, let's get into the rankings. Actually, oh, we're gonna be giving this away when I hit 100 subs. Um, it's a AK Outsiders craft that I made. Um, so yeah, I think give this away when we hit 100 subs. But no, that's not what I was looking for. Actually, we're gonna talk about the rankings. Okay. I said I would drop these. I said the HLTV rankings were trash. They needed to be updated every Monday, just like college football, college basketball. They need to be a reflection of what's going on right now in the current season, not based on some points. Look at HLTV's rankings as of last week on the 23rd. They still had Furia, Mouse, and Falcons in the top four teams in the world. I mean, really? Like that, if no one watched CS, you're gonna tell them those are the top four teams right now? Are you basing that on like the name on the back of the jersey or the name on the front of the jersey? Because those aren't the top four. They're not in the top four based on any metric in 2026. Okay. So, like I said, Navi, Perry Vision, they played in the semifinals. Number two spot up for grabs. Navi clear. It was an exciting series. I liked watching it. I watched the map one with some friends in Discord. It was a pretty good map. Um, watched both maps. The map three wasn't exciting. Um, but yeah, Navi, they're number two. I think they've had a really good recent form. Nothing for Vitality, but they're the number two team right now. Another good result for Perry, even though they don't beat Navi. Still another semifinals result, just adding to their resume for 2026. Um, Furia, they're not playing right now. So they're not playing until Rio, I believe, which is in like 2 more weeks. So they have like a vacation. Aurora, they're playing right now at DRACULAN. They signed up just in case they didn't do well at Blast. But the way VRS works, you can't withdraw from the event without losing VRS. So they're still at DRACULAN. And if they beat teams like Liquid or Faze and they win DRACULAN, even though it's a tier 2 event, I'll still bump them up to number 4 spot because we're going to reward teams for playing. I thought maybe Aurora would have a downward trot after the final appearance and losing to Navi, but they didn't do that and they made it to the semifinals. And if they continue another good run here and win this LAN, I'll definitely take that into consideration and probably bump them up to the 4 spot. Big week of CS ahead, a lot of major implications on the line. Faze are about to start. Are gonna go watch that for sure. Eyeballers are playing. I don't know why I said eyeballers. Passion UA, they're playing right now. I think map 3 is going as we speak. So gonna try to catch the end of that as well. But eyeballers, they're gonna play at PGL Bucharest for the JW fans. I think I love JW. I think he is a legend. Obviously, he doesn't get enough credit. Him and Flusha, they really if you think back, they were getting called cheaters because they were spamming through smokes, walking through smokes. Nowadays that's common. If you really think about it, these two dudes laid the kind of the way for modern CS and guys like Stewie, and then just keep going. They started that, and obviously their success speaks for itself. But I don't think they get enough credit for being like game changers, like Steph Curry type of dudes. I don't. Not that they are Steph Curry, per se, but they're like that. They definitely impacted the game beyond just what they did, like winning and stuff like that. They changed the game. And they're going to be at Bucharest, so that's good to see. That'll be fun. Uh, G2, they're playing still. Big got knocked out yesterday in three BO1s. They only won one. They lost like GG How and OG. So they got eliminated. Didn't make the groups. Decent LAN at Roman Imperium Cup going on right now. G2, I think they beat Fluxo. Heroics playing right now. OG, they got eliminated. M80, they're going to go to the Gamers Assembly and withdraw from PGL Bucharest. That's how Eyeballers was able to get that spot, because they're going to withdraw from Bucharest because they have to go chase VRS points to secure that final spot for the major. And I'm telling you, I watched PGL, I watched M80 play, and yeah, they didn't look good. So yeah, they need this, but we'll see what happens. Basement Boys, are they playing Basement Boys again today at this LAN? Yeah, good luck with that. I just seen them lose to Basement Boys the other day. Oh no, that was Passion UA. Oh yeah, damn, the Zesty JT Glazers are down bad. But yeah, enjoy the CS. Nothing really much else to talk about. I did wake up and watch Liquid play this morning. They beat Inner Circle, so that's good. I told you guys they need to be at these lands. Liquid need to be playing right now. They need to be building that continuity. There's VRS up for grabs. There's continuity, and hopefully they play against FaZe, Aurora, beat them, get more just more confidence going into the future. They need that. But yeah, guys, enjoy the CS. I'm out.